Hi, I'm Libby with Essential You Yoga. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about Trikonasana or triangle pose. I want to offer you a different way to cue it if you're a yoga teacher, or if you're a student, a different way to think about when you're going into your triangle in your practice. So first of all, you'll begin by separating your feet wider than your hips. Rotate one of your feet outwards. And as you come to this rotation, two of the things to think about are the alignment of your feet together. So if you're aligning your front heel to the back arch, that's a classic or Iyengar alignment. That doesn't serve a lot of people though who might have sacral issues or low back pain. So if that's you, you might play with this heel to heel alignment, front heel to back heel, or you might come even more dramatically out of alignment in order to facilitate more of an opening in your sacral area. The second thing to think about in your triangle pose is that the goal of the pose is not to get your hand down to the ground. So very often what I see when I teach this in class is that a student will come into it, will drop their front shoulder down, pin these fingers down to the ground, and have their whole side body be completely out of alignment with their bottom sticking out behind them. Now, to facilitate more of a lengthening on the side body, which I would posit is one of your goals when you practice Trikonasana, you would first begin to practice this lengthening before you go down. In fact, the full Sanskrit of the pose, Utthita Trikonasana, stands for extended side angle pose. So when I teach Trikonasana in class, I really like to focus on that extension. To do that, I'll have students plant their back hands on their hips, rotate their gaze forward, practice extending and drawing back, extending and drawing back, extending and drawing back. That way it helps students create some muscle memory in finding that extension, as again opposed to the collapse which happens when they simply bring that front hand down to the ground. So practicing here with your hand at shoulder height, palm facing the sky, extend, Utthita, and then bring the back of this hand to the inner edge of that front leg. Now the reason I don't cue students to go to the ground is I'm really trying to keep this shoulder to shoulder alignment, keeping this top shoulder open and the entire shoulder girdle in line with each other. Next, I'll cue students to send both shoulder blades backwards. Their hand goes from on their hip to reaching in front of them, palm facing down. From there, I'll have students plug the shoulder in and open that top hand up, thereby keeping this top shoulder nice and open and that top wrist in line with the shoulder. What I'll often see from students when I don't cue that is something that looks like this, or they'll overarch and open way too wide. Either way, you're cramping energy in this top shoulder. So practicing on the other side, we'll take one hand out, extend, draw it back, extend, draw it back, extend, draw it back. From here, we'll extend. I'll cue students to start high, keeping his top shoulder centered over the bottom. Bring that top arm out, plug the shoulder in, open it up here. Very often I'll have students stay right here until they get to the point where they're comfortable enough to bring that bottom hand all the way down without losing the side angle and the shoulder stacked over shoulder of the pose. I hope that's helpful for you as you teach or practice Trikonasana. I'm available here in Tampa with community classes on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I work privately with clients, and I'm offering a yoga teacher training starting in April at Jai D Massage and Yoga. I hope to see you on the mat soon. Sat Nam.